every revolution, there's one man with a vision.
Hey everybody, Steve here. So, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Captain America Brave New World will be premiering on screens everywhere. And it's not doing so well right now. Now, I'm not going to go through all the stuff. I will leave a link to an article down in the description so you guys can read the article about this, but the Captain America Brave New World movie not doing well. It's going through a lot of reshoots. In a nutshell, they had some test screenings after some reshoots, and it didn't do well. So they had some more reshoots, some more test screenings, and it still didn't do well. As a matter of fact, in the article, they say that it did so poorly that in the reshoots, they had to put in a lot more action sequences so they could balance out the heavy preaching, the very preachy stuff of the movie.
You've got to do better, Senator.
So, do I think this is going to be a good movie? I'm going to say no, for the mere fact that the MCU is pulling from the all new, all different Marvel. Now, if you've watched any of my videos before, you know I hate this. Most comic book fans, real comic book fans, not the collectors, not the speculators, the people that actually read comic books, they hate this era. I mean, it kicked off in 2015, I believe. You could see a little bit before that, but afterwards, it's very heavy-handed on social messaging and things of that nature, to the point where they're still doing it today. It looks like they might be trying to pull back a little, but it's not enough. It is still heavy-handed on the preaching, the bad writing, the garbage ideas, and the MCU is pulling from this era. Now, the Captain America Sam Wilson edition has not done well in the comic books. He's come out and they've canceled his book a number of times, rebooted him a couple times. They're trying to make it happen, and it's not working. So this movie is not for comic book fans. Not real ones anyway. This movie is made for one particular group, the Normies. And you can tell because it's filled with normie bait. Let me give you an example. My wife, who is nowhere near a comic book fan, even though I've tried to drag her into this whole superhero comic book world I live in. I was back here in this room doing some work on a book, and I heard a noise come from the living room. And I recognized the noise, but I thought I recognized the noise, but I didn't really believe I was hearing it. So I walk out, go down the hall to the living room, turn the corner, and there my wife is, sitting comfortably on the couch, watching Avengers Infinity War. And she was at the point where you had Iron Man and Doctor Strange and Bruce Banner standing on the street, letting the bad guys know Earth was closed.
I'm sorry, Earth is closed today.
And I said, I'm like, you're watching this by yourself without me getting you to watch it? And she's like, yeah, I enjoyed this movie. And to her credit, she does, and she enjoys that. And we ended up watching Endgame later that day. She enjoys Iron Man. She enjoys the first Captain America movie. She enjoys the other Avengers movies. She likes the movies, but she has absolutely no interest in anything deeper than the movies. She doesn't want to read the comic books. She doesn't want to watch any of the Disney Plus shows. She doesn't want anything. She just wants the movies. And this is what Captain America Brave New World is. This movie is made for people like my wife, someone who wants Nothing to do with anything else. They just want to watch the movies. So I believe this movie will do well in its first week. Because you're going to have the normies. They're going to go see it. You're going to have people like me who are going to go watch it so we can come back here on YouTube and review it. And when I do watch it and review it, I will give you an honest review. I'm not expecting much out of it, but who knows? Maybe one of these reshoots will finally catch and it'll be passable. Maybe a C-. And you're going to get people who just want to hate watch come on here to YouTube and just say it was the worst thing ever. It's garbage. Now, my review might be sounding like a hate watch guy, but I'm not going to do the hate watching. I'm legitimately watching to see what they do. How are they going to incorporate this into the overall rest of the movies before they get to Avengers Secret Wars, where they're going to do a soft reboot and replace everybody, most everybody, I guess, and start a whole new chapter. I don't think it's going to go well. You might be different in your opinion. You might think it's going to be the greatest thing ever. The writing, again, in the all new, all different Marvel phase from then till now is just, again, in my opinion, the worst writing you can find anywhere. They have hired activists to write these books, and it shows. So, no good can come from any of this. Do you know what can come from some good? I got you covered. If you are looking for actual good superhero stories, I have written some. I have The Evil Realm. I have 3 books and a novella, and they are currently available on Amazon to purchase. Deadlock, Fallout, and Shattered, and the Wrath and Blaze novella. If you're a fan of good old-fashioned superhero storytelling, like you get from the 70s and the 80s and into the 90s, then these books are absolutely for you. They are fun, quick reads. You don't have to, tax your brain too hard. Going to leave a trailer for the first book, and then you guys can let me know what you think down below about the new Captain America movie. Is it something you want to watch? Is it something you couldn't care less for? Are you guys interested in superhero stories that are told merely in book form and not comic books? I'd love to hear what you have to say.